Welcome to another Super Deluxe Edition unboxing video. I'm Paul Sinclair and today we're going to look at Mould, Distortion, the vinyl box set and the CD box set. So the vinyl box is an 8LP set and the CD box is quite a bit bigger. It's got 24 CDs and it goes all the way through to 2019, where this one ends at 1995, so it's a much sort of smaller examination, I suppose. I really like the design, the front cover here. We'll see these design elements here are reflected on some redesigned album covers, which we'll also look at. And all the vinyl in this box set is coloured vinyl, and it's even more than coloured, it's splatter vinyl as well. So this is an 8LP set, so what we've got are Bob Mould's first two solo albums, Workbook and Black Sheets of Rain. After that we move on to Sugar with Copper Blue, Beaster and File Under Easy Listening. And then the bonus content at the end is a double B-sides album and then an extra album of sort of Bob Mould extras at the end. So that's the 8LPs. This is a slipcase, a sort of outer slipcase, so all the records just slide straight out. And there's a booklet as well. So that's the booklet. It's interesting actually, if you look at the first image in this booklet, that's actually what they've used for the front cover. The same image there, but they've kind of quite cleverly dulled down his t-shirt a bit to sort of make it work, which I think they've done quite a good job there actually. But yeah, this is a softback booklet, large format of course, being vinyl. There's the odd quote, there's Richard Thompson there. A couple of different sets of notes. And then really what we get into are lyrics and credits and track listings for all the albums. That's Workbook, Black Sheets of Rain, Copper Blue, Beaster, File Under Easy Listening, and then at the end the B-sides and Distortion plus selections. So this booklet has a nice sort of uncoated feel to it, uncoated stock. So that just slides into the slipcase next to the records. So let's take a look at these albums then. So all of these albums have redesigned front covers, which is sort of vaguely controversial, I suppose. I don't normally like artists mucking around with the artwork to their records, but I do think within the context of a box set, a themed box set, which goes through a career, it's sort of permissible really. These aren't available separately like this, you can only get them in the box set with this presentation. So I think it's kind of acceptable, and the obvious thing that it does is it brings everything together, the disparate elements of different bands and different eras, etc. So it does work from that point of view. I mean, I personally quite like the way this artwork's been done. And at the back of each record, it does show you what the original sleeve looked like, in case you didn't know. Fairly small though. So they've got these printed inners. And then, but the really nice bit is the vinyl, because they've done a pretty spectacular job with the splatter vinyl. Sometimes with coloured vinyl you get orange or you get red coloured vinyl and you just think, well, big deal, you know. But I do think this kind of treatment, it does just add to the overall aesthetic. It does look amazing, and if you're going to be a purist, you could argue it doesn't need to look amazing, it just needs to sound amazing. But by all accounts, these sound fantastic as well, so it's a bit of a win-win. So this is Black Sheets of Rain, the next album. Again, there's the original album cover. Same kind of thing, printed in a sleeve. It sort of follows the design of the main album cover. One thing to point out with this splatter vinyl is no two records will look the same, so it's literally, you're getting a unique pattern. It's just the way that they're pressed. Now I suppose the more popular the album or the more it means to you, the more sacrilege it might be changing the cover. That copper blue cover is sort of very well known. It's a very well known album, relatively speaking. But now that's what the cover looks like within this box set, within this anthology. So I do get how it might be more problematic if you love the album to death. But again, that looks stunning. Blue makes sense, of course. And then Beaster, which had an appropriately kind of gruesome looking front cover, now looks relatively serene. Again, back listing on one side, imagery on the other. That's what the vinyl looks like for Beaster. So file under easy listening, another one where I remember seeing that a lot in record shops at the time. That's the cover now. Again, pretty stunning splatter vinyl. Well, I say splatter, I mean it's clear vinyl with splats on it. So this is the B-side compilation. It's not a gatefold, it's a single sleeve. 2 records. The hues obviously tie in with the album cover. And then last but not least, this Distortion Plus roundup of rarities. Has its own distinct kind of look and design. And there's no splatter on this one, it's just pure clear vinyl. So you can see here by looking at this, it does give it a nice uniformity. It brings everything together quite nicely there. The 7 records, 7 albums, but 8 vinyl records in this box set. One thing to point out, there's plenty of space in this slipcase for these records. You're so used to records cramming into the slipcase, but there's actually it's actually a very comfortable fit. There's plenty of room. It's quite easy to slide the records in and out. So that's something worth mentioning. There was a signed version of this with a signed print. This is just the standard one that we've been looking at. So that's the Distortion 89 to 95 vinyl box set. Now let's take a look at the CD edition, which, as I said earlier, is 24 CDs. Here we go, this is the CD set. You might notice a bit of a difference with Mr. Bob Mould on the front cover there, but everything else is the same in terms of the design. This isn't a slipcase, this is a kind of book folder type approach. So yeah, so in this we get everything in the vinyl box and a whole lot more. I mean, it's virtually everything he's ever done. And you can see this is basically the approach for the CDs, so they're all in these sort of folios. So yeah, there's Workbook, Black Sheets of Rain, Copper Blue, Beaster, so it's like literally one page. You've got quite a lot of the vinyl content there. And as you can see, you just work through it like this. It's actually pretty straightforward. 24 CDs over 6 pages. And then, so they're the 24 discs, and then at the back here you get a big booklet. This is a bigger version of what we looked at before. It's perfect bound rather than saddle stitched. So it's the same notes, I think. And then the difference with this is you get the same approach to each album, but there's a lot more. So that's why this booklet is so much bigger, because there's a lot more content, obviously. So it just takes you through all the albums, gives you the lyrics to everything, which is quite good. And there's some additional notes here actually. I mean, there's so much music, it's going to take a long time to get through all of it. But it's pretty nice having everything all under one roof. So you don't get the wow factor of the vinyl records, but you do get the content and the music on CD. You can see there's quite a nice summary on the back of what's on all the different discs. So that's Distortion 89 to 2019 on CD. So there we have it, there's the two Bob Mould box sets. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the vinyl and CD packages. If you have, why not subscribe to the Super Deluxe Edition YouTube channel for more great physical music unboxed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.